everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live this week. My name's Mandy Witherby and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. It's great to have you here. If you are watching the replay later on, still feel free to say hi and leave me a comment. Give me some thumbs up or some hearts if you like what you see. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, thank you as well for coming along and joining us. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and click on the little bell icon so that you'll get notified each time I upload a new video. And thank you so much for your support. All right, while I'm waiting for everyone to join, I will just call this up on my iPad so that I can see all of your comments. So if you just give me a moment while I do all of that. Continue to say hi as you jump on. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. That was nice and easy today, so that's good. All right. Hi, Tina Marie. How are you today? Great to have you here. Hi, Andrea. From the East Island. Nice to have you. Thank you for joining us today. Hi, Robin. Great to have you here today. How is everyone? Let me know how you've been. How was your weekend? Just adjusting my camera a little bit there. I always seem to have it up a little bit high and chop my head off or my neck off. Don't want to chop my neck off. I need that. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Julie. How you going, ladies? How was your weekend? So I've got some more new things to share with you today. Very exciting and lots of news. There's lots of things happening. And so I'll be sharing some of those things with you today. So yeah, let me know how you all are. What did you do on the weekend? Did you do any crafting on the weekend? Or perhaps you did some other things. I'd love to hear about it. So share in the comments. We had my niece's baby shower on Saturday, which was lovely. So great to see the family, and it's been a while. I hadn't seen any of the extended family since COVID. So it was really good. And I hadn't actually seen my sister since and my nieces since my mum had passed away. So it was great to see them and spend time with them and celebrate our new baby that's coming, which is very exciting. So I will have a great nephew. So this will actually be my first great nephew. I've got a couple of great nieces already up north. I don't get to see them very often. Well, actually, I don't get to see them hardly ever, which is sad because they live so far away. But this niece is here in Sydney, so hopefully I'll be able to see her little one. And we already know she's having a boy, so this will be the first boy. So that's super exciting. New Zealand. I was wondering if that's what you meant, Andrea, from New Zealand. I thought that's where you were from. And when I read East Island, I'm thinking, is that New Zealand or is that Easter Island? And I thought I won't say because I don't want to say the wrong thing. So thank you for clarifying that. How's the weather over there, Andrea? Is it starting to get a bit cool? We've had some very cool weather over here recently. The temperature has dropped. And actually Saturday that we went, so we had to go into the city for this baby shower and it was absolutely freezing. It was an overcast day. It was a bit windy and it was really, really freezing. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Bad timing. Yeah, and it was really freezing cold, but thankfully we were indoors, so that was good. Yeah, it was a good test as well. I haven't been really doing any gatherings or anything like that because of COVID. But it was my first, gathering with lots of people. So yes, so just praying everybody was well. Everyone seemed well, so that's good. Oh, it's been terrible over there in New Zealand, Andrea. Flooding in the South Island and raining in the North Island. Oh no. Oh, that's no good. So the weather is not good down there either. So are there specific parts of the South Island that are more prone to flooding than other parts, Andrea? We a few years ago, I think it was 3 years ago now, or maybe longer. I've kind of lost track, But I went to New Zealand for a Stampin' Up event. It was a 3-day event in New Zealand, in Auckland, which was amazing. And it was streamed live all around the world to the different Stampin' Up markets. So it was super exciting. But then afterwards, my husband and I traveled around the South Island for about a week and a half afterwards, I think it was. So it was really beautiful. We got to see a lot of the South Island, not quite all of it, but quite a lot of it. And it was such a beautiful place. Oh, you guys have such a beautiful country. You're very blessed. Hi, Alison. Great to see you. Oh, Tina Marie said that she saw the dreadful flooding over there on the news. Oh, okay. I don't get to watch the news, but I'll have to ask my husband, although he'll probably mention it tonight to me, I guess. He watches the news all the time. Andrew said, not normally. There's just a horrible front coming through. Oh, no. That's not good. Yeah, hopefully everybody stays safe and there won't be loss of lives, and hopefully not too much loss of property and things too. So, yeah. It's never good, is it, any of these natural disasters? It's always a bit of a concern. It's always a big concern. Not a bit of a concern, it's a big concern. Yeah, well, stay safe, Andrea. And, yeah, hopefully it will pass through quite soon, that front, and be gone again. All right, so I've got lots of things to talk to you about today. The biggest thing that I wanted to just start with, actually, in case you haven't already heard, is the Join Plus promotion that Stampin' Up has running at the moment. It finishes today. Today is the last chance that you have to join Stampin' Up under this promotion. Now, let me tell you a bit about this promotion. When you join Stampin' Up, you pay $169 for the starter kit. And you get to choose what products you put into that starter kit. So it's not a predetermined kit. You actually have free choice of any items from the current catalogs to put into that starter kit, which is awesome. So you can build it yourself. So at the moment, and it's always the same, it's always $169, but at the moment you get additional freebies when you join. So when you join at the moment, you'll only pay the $169, but you get to choose $283 worth of product. Now let me double check I said that right this week, because last week I said it wrong. It's $283 worth of product. So you get $114 worth of free product in your starter kit, which is awesome. And then you'll get free shipping on that starter kit too. So there's no postage and handling to be paid. That will get shipped to you for free. They'll throw in a few things like catalogs and things like that if you wanted to share them with any friends. But if not, that's fine. Then you've got spares. So it's a great time to join. Today, being the 31st of May, is the last day to join under this promotion. So if you want to get all of those additional freebies, then join today. I'd love to have you join my team. Now, not only that, but when you join Stampin' Up, you will then get 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up products. So isn't that amazing? That's a huge discount. You'll save so much money, although maybe you won't save too much money because that additional 20% you might end up spending anyway. So, but you get more. You get more for your dollar. So that's awesome. Either way, whichever way you want to work it, either save yourself some money, or get some additional products for that 20%. Totally up to you. So that's why I joined Stampin' Up. When I first joined, I was doing a lot of scrapbooking at that time, memory keeping, and purchasing a lot of product for that. And I wanted to get those products at a discount so that I could get more of the products that I wanted. And that's why I joined 4.5 years ago, nearly 5 years ago. So, and I've loved it. It's one of the best decisions I've made. It's been such a fantastic experience. I've met so many friends. A couple of years down the track, I thought, you know what? I actually could turn this into a business. So I decided to change from just doing it for my own hobby into working towards building it up as a business, and now I do it full time as a business. But of course, not everybody chooses to do that. A lot of people join just to get the discount and just to purchase the products for themselves, and that is fine. You can do that. That's totally great. I love that you're able to do that. and that Stampin' Up supports all of our demonstrators regardless of their reasons for joining. So if you would like more information about that, please let me know. As I said, I'd love to have you join my team. And it's Alison said lol about spending the extra dollars. Yeah. So yeah, if you would like more information about that, please let me know. I would be happy to chat with you about that, answer any of your questions, and just so you know, there's never any silly questions, okay? So all of us have been there in the beginning, starting from scratch, having a lot of unknowns, not really sure about things, and we have a lot of questions. And so I would prefer for my team members to have all of the information before making the decision to join. That's what I would want for myself, and I would want that for you as well. So please feel free to ask me anything that you'd like to ask me about joining Stampin' Up. I would be happy to answer your questions. So, oh, Neverone's joining us from Minnesota, USA. Hello, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to have you joining all the way from Minnesota. Sorry, it's Navon? Is it? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Is it Navon or Navone? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize. It looks like almost like Yvonne, but starts with an N-A. So is it Navon? I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly. So yes, so if you would like more information about that Join Plus promotion, remember it finishes today here in Australia, 31st of May. I can only have people join from Australia into my team because I am in Australia, and we can only sell to people in Australia as well. But if you are in another country and you would like to join Stampin' Up, or you would like to know where you can purchase products, or you're looking for a demonstrator, please let me know, because I do know demonstrators all over the world, and I would love to be able to hook you up with somebody. So let me know, and I can certainly help you out with that as well. Okay, so the other thing is tomorrow is the 1st of June. It's also the first day of winter here in Australia, or the South Pacific. So it's about to get really, really cold for us. Those of you that are overseas in the USA, we've got someone here from the USA. It's going into your summer. So I'm imagining your seasons are the complete opposite to ours. So it's probably getting hot for you and it's getting cold for us. But the 1st of June has a lot of great things happening. From tomorrow, we are going to be having our last chance product. And I've highlighted a few on my list. We've got the last chance products from the current mini catalogue. Now, I forgot to pull the mini catalogue off my shelf. Let me just grab that. So our current mini catalogue is the January to June mini catalogue. It finishes at the end. Sorry, I've got to get comfortable in my chair again now because I moved. It finishes on the 30th of June, but things are going to start selling out soon. Because we've got this last chance product list, some of these products are going to be retiring. Now, some have carried over into the new annual catalogue, which is this one, which started on the 4th of May. So some did carry over into this one. But there's other products in here that are retiring and going for good, and some products that are currently bundled, and you get the 10% when they're available as a bundle. So it might be a stamp set and die set together as a bundle, or a stamp set and a punch bundle. If some of the current bundles will be split into individual products after the 30th of June, which means that you'll then pay full price for both items and they won't be available for that discount. So if there's anything in this catalogue that you wanted, be sure to grab it ASAP, basically, as soon as possible before they sell out, and before any of those that are carrying over have their bundles split into individual products. I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions or I haven't been clear on that, please pop a question in the comments. Sometimes I get a little bit tongue-tied because I've got so much going on in my brain. It's trying to get it all out quickly. So yes, so there'll be a last chance product. I'll be posting more information about that on my business page and in my VIP customer group. If you would like a copy of this list, please let me know, because I'd be happy to email you a copy of this list. But yes, the last chance list is fantastic. There's some, oh, actually, you'll notice the ones that I've highlighted on there are 50% discounted. So that's why I've highlighted those ones. There's some of the ones that I was going to point out to my customers that they are 50% discounted. So yes, some of those products are going to be discounted up to 50% off. There's also some that are 20%, 25%, 40%. So a lot of great discounts on there as well. So if you want to just go to the online store tomorrow on the 1st of June, and those that shop with me, typically they know where to go, but any of you that don't, if you go to my blog, which is mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com, up the top on the left hand side there's a shop button. You can click on that, and that takes you straight through to my online store. And then there you can browse around the online store and have a look to see those products. Now you can click on the January to June mini catalogue, and that will bring you up with all of the products from the mini catalogue, and then you'll be able to see there the ones that are discounted and the ones that are going to be retiring soon. It'll have underneath it retiring soon and that sort of thing. So check that out. Lots of great things. Now remember too that if you are shopping with me and you're spending over $50, be sure to use my current host code. Now today this is my host code. This host code will still be available tomorrow, but at some stage tomorrow I will be changing it, and so then I'll be updating all of my links, and I'll be posting that both on my blog and in my VIP customer group and in my business page as well. The 1st or the 2nd of each month I always change it for the new month, but currently that's my host code. And when you use my host code, it just means that I'll pick up on that you've used my host code, and then I'll actually send you a thank you gift if you are spending over $50. Now, if you have a large order and it's over $250, there's two things to consider. Firstly, consider joining, because if you're paying $250 cash, I'm happy to take your discount or your commission, the 20% commission, but you can pay just $169 when you join, and you can put $283 worth of product into your order. So that means that you would still have that $250 order, plus you'd get an extra, what's that, $33. And you'd only pay $169. So why wouldn't you want to do that? And then after that, you get to keep the 20% commission and not give it to me. You get to keep that for yourself. So, which is awesome. I'd be happy for you to do that. But if you don't want to join and you still would like to put in that order, that's okay too. But remember, if it's over $250, don't use the host code, because what will happen is Stampin' Up will actually give you Stampin' Rewards for orders that are over $250. There's more information about that in both of the catalogues, actually in the annual catalogue and in the mini catalogue. But the Stampin' Reward starts at 10%. So when you spend $250, you would get $25 worth of Stampin' Rewards, which means then you've got a shopping spree and you can go shopping and pop a few more things into that order, and they would be for free, which is awesome. I'm just finding the page. Page 170. It tells you about the Stampin' Rewards. Now, if you are spending over $250, there are some additional, I'm going to have to move this way a bit. There's some additional products that you can choose if you want to as host sets. So there's a few stamp sets there, and there's also some designer series paper, oops, over this side. So you can choose those if you like as your host rewards using your Stampin' Rewards. But if you don't like those ones, you can choose anything out of the catalogue. These ones are only available though for those that earn those host rewards on an order or on a party or a workshop. Okay, so any more questions about that, please feel free to ask me. Now I've got to get comfortable again because I moved my chair. So that's exciting. Now the other exciting thing which is happening tomorrow, which we are going to be talking about today. Hang on, I'm just going to put all of this into my folder. Are there any questions so far? Because I've already covered a lot of ground there. And it can all get a little bit confusing when you're being bombarded with so much information. So, you know what, my lives, I should always say this as a disclaimer at the beginning, grab a pen and a notepad because I always give a lot of information and sometimes it's good to jot these things down. I'm working out where I'm going to put my folder. I'll put it over this side today. Okay, the other thing that's happening tomorrow is the launch of the new Stampin' Up! Kits collection. So I printed out the flyer today and I'll be putting more information. There'll be so much information on the website tomorrow and so much information in my business page and my VIP page. So look out for that tomorrow. But our brand new kits collection is launching tomorrow. So it's super exciting. I actually have a flyer about it too, which I am going to send out to all of my customers. But if you are not one of my current customers and you don't have a demonstrator, let me know because I'd love to send one of these out to you. And also too, if you need a catalog, if you don't have a catalog and you don't already have your own Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're here in Australia, let me know because I'll send you a catalog as well. But yeah, this is information about the new kits. So we're going to be looking at some of those kits today. There's going to be 10 kits that are available to begin with. And what's going to happen with the kits is you'll find that they're not all listed in the catalogue here. There's a bit of a blurb just about the kits, but it's not actually giving individual, I'm just trying to find the page, individual information about the kits. Here it is here. Okay. Goodness, I need to go back further so you can see me and the catalogue. So there's a bit of information in there about the kits, but not specifically what's in the kits, because what will happen is we're starting off with 10 different kits. Now there's some stamping kits as well as some non-stamping kits, and we're going to look at those and play with those a little bit today. And they're different prices, and I'll give you the prices of those when I show them to you. But what's going to happen is as those kits, each of those kits is going to be available while supplies last. And then when those kits retire, Stampin' Up! Will put more kits on. So there'll constantly always be new kits coming, which is super exciting. And basically, when you log on to the online store, whatever is available in the kits range or the kits collection, that's what's there at the time. Okay, so whatever is there is what's available. I think I said that back to front. Whatever is there is what's available at the time. So check that out tomorrow, even if you just jump onto the online store and just have a look to see what kits there are. So you can click on the little drop down box on the, let me go, it's this side, isn't it? Because I'm in the reverse. On the left hand side, you can, well actually when I'm watching it, yeah, that's right. This side, so I've got to do it in reverse because my camera is flipped. So on the left hand side when you go into the online store, there is where you can click on for the drop down menu, and when you click on the drop down menu you can actually click on kits, and then that will open up the kits page and show you all the different kits that are available. Now of course we do sell a lot of individual products as well, and bundles and suites and all of those things, they're still going to be available. They're all the beautiful things that are in the catalogue. Oh, I'm bending my pages there. So they're all still going to be available as well. The kits are additional extras. So check that out. As I said, let me know if you would like a flyer. But yeah, I'm going to go through and show you some of those. We're going to have a look through the kits, see what they look like. Now there's 10 of them. I've only got 3. Okay, so I've got 2 that are stamping kits and 1 that is a non-stamping kit. So I thought we might play with one of the stamping kits and one of the non-stamping kits so you can see the difference. We'll have a look at the content and I'll show you exactly how the kits come and what they look like. So let's get started. What I'll do is I will cover up my camera. Oh, before I do that, I didn't write notes today, so I'm going off the top of my head. I am going to be starting up a special kit class. Well, in fact, it's not a class as such, it's a gathering. So it's going to be on the 3rd Friday night of the month beginning in January. July's might need to change because we're having our puppy dissects that week, so I might need to shift that one. But the first one will be the third Friday evening of June for those that purchase the kits through my online store. Okay, so if you're one of my customers or you would like to become one of my customers and purchase your kits through me, on that third, I think it's let me check the date, the 18th of June at 7:30 p.m. and I will be putting up, after tomorrow, I will be putting up an event for this so that you'll know, and I'll be able to give you the link and everything then. You'll be able to come along and just join in, and it's just going to be a fun, creative time. We might all have different kits, and that's fine. It's just about just sitting and creating together. It's going to be via Zoom, so it'll be a live event via Zoom. And that way we can chat to each other. You can bring along your preferred beverage. I'll probably have a cup of tea or two. I'll have them with me. It'll just be a really fun gathering and just a creative time where we can just hang out and just make cards together. So I hope that you'll be able to purchase those kits through me and come and join me, hang out with me of a Friday night once a month just for a bit of fun. So it should be really great. And it doesn't matter which kit. And the other good thing is too, as demonstrators, we get to download the instructions of every single kit. So even if I don't have the specific kit that you're working on, you might have chosen one of the other ones that I don't have, I'll actually have the instructions with me of each of the kits. So if you get stuck and need help, I'll have the instructions, so I'll know exactly what you're looking at and how I'll be able to help you to put together that kit. So isn't that awesome? That's super great of Stampin' Up, I think, to be able to give those instructions to us for each of those kits. In the end, I'll probably end up with all 10, but at the moment I've only got the 3 of them. So yeah, so super exciting. I'm really looking forward to that, really looking forward to hanging out. Now these kits, or let me tip down, we'll start looking at them and I'll talk to you more about that as we go. All right, so let me cover up the camera and I'll put it down to my desktop and we'll get ready. So the reason I cover it up is because there's a bit of moving and shaking and I don't want anybody to get motion sick. So, and it's a bit noisy too. It's going to be a little bit clunky. Whoops, and I'm dropping things as I do it. All right, so we'll get that all set up, get all of those clamps tightened so that my phone stays put. We don't want that falling. All right, let's see how that looks. We'll get some lighting. So all of the kits are all-inclusive kits, which is awesome. Let me just straighten that up. I'm just waiting for my iPad to catch up to make sure that I've got that straight. That looks pretty good. So what that means is everything you need to put together the projects is going to be in each one of these kits. So you're going to have, for the stamping kits, you're going to have your ink spots and a stamping block, your stamp set and everything like that, all of your cardstock, your card bases, all of your embellishments, your adhesive even, your Stampin' Dimensionals, everything that you need is going to be in your kit. So if you're looking for these kits from the 1st of June 2021, go to my blog, mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com, and click on my shop button, the top right-hand side, top left-hand side, and that'll take you through to the online store. Then you can click on the drop-down box and click on kits. Okay, so these are the 3 kits that I have. All right, they come in a plain brown box. All the boxes are the same. Okay, now the non-stamping kit box wasn't wrapped in plastic, but the other 2, the stamping kits, they were wrapped in shrink wrap plastic. But inside, each of the contents was actually then wrapped in plastic as well, in a shrink wrap packet to keep it safe. All right. So this is the first one. This is actually one of the non-stamping kits that I have. Okay, now I've already opened these. I opened these with a friend of mine last week just to have a look through with her. and to show her the kits. So yeah, usually all of this inside will be wrapped in one piece of plastic with a solid board at the back to keep it all nice and flat and protected from the weather, etc. But this is the kit. So this is the Notes of Cheer card kit, and this is one of the non-stamping kits. Okay, aren't these projects beautiful? So this one has got 9 projects in it. So 9 cards with matching envelopes, and then it's in English, French and German. I think it's French and German. Let me double check. I think I've got the English version. Yes, so depending on the market that you're in, will determine which language you get them in. Okay, so I think we'll check with them when we get to the sentiments, actually, to see if they're in the other languages when we get to the sentiments. But all of the instructions are in picture. Let me just move the box. I'll just move the box to the side. So you open up the brochure that comes with it. You've got, if I turn it this way, you've got measurements all along the bottom. Now you've got, oh, this is great, something I just picked up on. This one has actually got the inches measurements on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you've actually got centimeters. So it doesn't matter if you work in inches or centimeters, you've got the conversion for both there, which is super awesome. It shows you the 3 projects, and it's got images or pictures to show you how to put them together, which is really great. Rather than trying to read the instructions and interpret the written instructions, it's actually all in picture. So isn't that great? So you've got 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, it's very long. It's hard to fit it all in camera in the one shot. But isn't that gorgeous? And then on the back it shows you some more information, and it shows you the cards 1, 2, and 3. And then the very back shows you the contents of the kit. Okay. There's also, you can also scan this QR code. It says learn stamping basics when you scan the QR code. So you can scan that QR code with your phone, and that'll take you through to somewhere else. It gives you, on the Stampin' Up website, it gives you coordinating Stampin' Up colours. So it tells you the colours. So we've got Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya and Polished Pink in this kit. And then we've got the French, the German and the Japanese as well, written there. So there you go. So let's have a look at the kit. So that's the Notes of Cheer card kit. Okay, so there's the name there. And let's have a look what's in the box. So what I'll do is, because the box is a little bit, with the lid, it's a little bit bulky to have underneath the camera, I'll just remove the contents. And there's the solid board that everything was sitting on that was wrapped in that. So let's have a look and see what we have. I'll pop it to the side and we'll have a look one by one. So we've got 3 of these gorgeous butterfly shaped cards. They're already scored, so you just fold them in half like that. So there's 3 of those. We've got, oh, we'll do the envelopes in a minute. We've got 3 of these beautiful rainbow card bases. So there's 3 of those there. And then you've got 3 of these laser cut butterfly overlays, and they go over the top of that butterfly design on the front of that card. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. So that's to make those 3 cards. Then we've got, there's another one in here. Hang on a minute. There we go. We've got 3 white card bases. Now all of these card bases, they're already pre-scored for you, ready to fold. So Super easy. All you need to do is just fold them in half. Now these kits, this is what I was going to say, these kits are fantastic for beginner stampers as well. So if you know of anybody who hasn't stamped before, hasn't made cards before, these non-stamping card kits, or even the stamping ones, are easy to put together as well. But particularly the non-stamping ones are super easy to put together. Now the non-stamping card kits are only $21 in Australia. Yes, you heard that right, only $21. Isn't that amazing? It's a fantastic price, and you make the 9 projects, which is awesome. Now these ones are beautiful laser cut card fronts that are like rainbow colors, and they go on there, and then you add your sentiment and your embellishing here, as you see in the picture. But aren't they just beautiful? So there's 3 of those there to go with those 3 cards. So we'll put together one of those today. I won't put them back in the plastic because we'll probably make that one today. Then you get all of your sentiments. And oh, we have actually got them in the English, German, and French languages. So there you go. If you have friends or family that are French or German speaking, you can use those languages as well. Or you might like to keep them and use them for other projects. But we have English there, of course, as well. So there's 3 sheets of those. And then we've got these sentiments as well. And these are all pre-printed, and you just pop them out. They're pre-scored, or pre-die cut, I should say. And you just pop them out like that. I'll show you when we go to do it. And then they're ready to go, just ready to adhere down to your project. See, nice and easy. And you've got your adhesive. You get your little adhesive dots. So these are just double-sided little adhesive dots, like our mini glue dots, similar to a mini glue dot, only a bit smaller. So they're great. You've got your dimensionals, so you've got mini Stampin' dimensionals, which is your mounting foam. Okay, and they're in the little hexagon shapes. And then we've got this gorgeous bling. So we've got these beautiful faceted gems, which are adhesive backed as well. So that is awesome. So you don't need added adhesive for those. And hopefully the light's picking up on the color, but we've got those, it's like an iridescent effect to them. You see all these beautiful colors shimmering in them. So that's the first kit. Oh, and the envelopes. Sorry, I nearly forgot about the envelopes. So we've got 3 envelopes for each of the, we've got a total of 9 envelopes, but we've got the 3 different designs. Oh, where's the other one of that one? There it is. Okay, so we've got all those beautiful envelopes. So they're just white on the front where you would address them. And then on the inside, you've got that beautiful decoration. So when people open up their envelope, they'll see that beautiful color on the inside. And of course, a really pretty scalloped edge too. So I really love that kit. It's so pretty, isn't it? Really beautiful. All right, let's pop our butterflies on top. They're a bit smaller and I don't want to lose them. Well, not that I don't want to, not that I'm going to lose them, but I don't want them to get crushed underneath everything. All right, so that's the Notes of Cheer card kit. All right, let's have a look at one of the other ones. So I'm going to show you the contents of each of the kits first, and then we're going to make some of the projects. Okay. Now this one I'm very excited about, because this one was originally a paper pumpkin kit, but they've revamped it a little bit as well. So, but when I saw this one come out as a paper pumpkin kit in North America, I was so sad that we couldn't get it here in Australia. But guess what? Now we've got it. So I'm super excited about this one. It's really cute. This is No Matter the Weather card kit. And this is a stamping kit, this one. So we've got 3 projects again. So I'll just move the flyer up so that you can see, and we've got all the steps. You can see this one's a bit more detailed with the steps. It's got a little bit more in each of the projects. These cute little rain boots. We've got some twine and some stamping to do on this one and some extra embellishing. And then we've got more gum boots or rain boots. Super cute. Tells you where to do the stamping and which stamp to use. So there it shows you on the back the items that you need for each of the cards. So you know to get each of those items out for each of those cards, depending on which one you're using. And then on the back, it shows you the complete contents of the kit. And again, the coordinating colours. In this one, we've got Balmy Blue, Basic Grey, Calypso Coral, Grey Granite, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink, Shaded Spruce, and So Saffron. So lots of colours in this kit. Really beautiful. All right, let's have a look at the content of this kit. So I'll just take it out of the box. And again, this was neatly wrapped in the box, but I've been rummaging through it because I was showing my friend the other day. So first of all, we've got a little Basic Grey ink spot, which is fantastic. So each of the stamping kits comes with an ink spot, so you'll have your ink to stamp with. You've also got a block. Now this block will fit the stamps that are in the set, or that are in the stamp set. And I think this is around about a D shape. I've got a D block here, size. That's a D size, so let's see. Yep, it's actually the same size as our D block. It's just not as thick, as wide as a D block, but it's a lot thicker than what the old ones used to be. So these ones I've actually used before, and they're a really good thickness block for stamping. And our D block is the most used size. It fits a lot of our stamps on there. The majority of our stamps will fit onto a D block. Of course, we've got some larger ones that you need a bigger block for if you're not purchasing kits, if you're purchasing the individual products. But for the kits, the D blocks work really well. Then we've got our exclusive stamp set, which is exclusive to this kit. Now let me pop it onto, let's see. I've grab out a piece of, if I can get my hands around it, I'll just bring out this piece of cardstock so hopefully you can see there the imagery there on the stamps. So we've got two lovely clouds which are in different shapes. We've got a flower, some hearts, we've got some dots or speckles there. We've got, turn that around, we've got some I'll hold that up a little bit closer to the camera for you. We've got some like striped lines, which would be great for puddles. And then we've got a few sentiments in there as well. Oh, we've got another splodgy one here, which would be great for soil or mud, which would be great. A few great sentiments in there. We've got Let Love Grow. No matter the weather, we're in this together. Wishing you brighter days ahead. And you are capable of amazing things. I love that one. That's a great one. In fact, these will probably show up better on white. Let's see. If I put them on white, can you see that better there? Really lovely stamp set. And when you purchase these kits, once you've made up all of the projects, you then have the stamp set, the block, and the ink to go ahead and make other projects. So that's really cool that you'll then have that to use again and again and again. Okay, so then we've got again our adhesive. This time we've got larger glue dots than the first kit. We've got some twine. We've even got our embellishment in here. Let's take out these embellishments. Oh, these are gorgeous. We've got some little raindrops and some little spots. They're like clear little, they're raised. Obviously you can't see that on camera, but these are raised little acid, like epoxy drops, little droplets. They're really cute. So you've got a sheet of those. We'll pop them back in here so that we don't lose them. You've got your dimensionals, and these are large dimensionals, and this time you've got a whole sheet in this kit. Whole sheet of large ones, which is awesome. We've got our envelopes, of course. So we've got, how many different color envelopes do we have? Yep, we've got 3 different color envelopes again. And this kit must have 9 projects in it too. Let's have a look. 3, 6, 9. Yep, so this one's got 9 cards in it as well. And these are all full-size cards in this one. All right, let's have a look at our card bases first, and then we'll have a look at all the embellishing things. So we've got some, I think these might be all plain. Okay, so these are all plain white card bases, full-size card bases. All right, so there's 9 of them there. And then you've got all the decorative pieces to go, yep, just checking. Then you've got all the decorative pieces to go on top. So you've got the person in their gumboots with a bit of their umbrella there and their rain jacket. So there's 3 of those. You've got this one that's got like the sky and the ground. There's 3 of those. And then you've got this one which has got the cloudy sky with the grass at the bottom there as well. Then you've got your additional embellishments or images that you're going to use, which are printed and again die cut, so you can just pop them out. So all these beautiful rain boots, little bunny, some hearts, some flowers, really beautiful. So there's 3 sets of that one. And then you've got your labels for your sentiments. So really lovely labels here, all different ones. And I just realized I have missed a whole heap of your comments because my comments had frozen. I'm so sorry, everyone. You probably all thought that I wasn't talking to you. Oh, Navon said I said her name right the second time. So hopefully that was Navon the right way. Hi, Megan. Great to see you. Oh, you're finally home on a Monday to see me live. Fantastic. That's great. Oh, Navon said she's been doing Stampin' Up for over 30 years. Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations. That's huge. That's a long time. That's super exciting. I think in Australia, Stampin' Up's been here for 15 years. Of those 15 years, I discovered them about 14 years ago. Just as a customer, and I became a demonstrator nearly 5 years ago. So I'm a relative newbie compared to you, Navon. Oh, Megan said, can we order at 12:01? I believe so, Megan. I don't think that there was a specific time. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows that there has been. But I don't believe that there was a specific time set that the ordering could start for the last chance and for the kits. So I'll need to go back and double check that actually. And Navon said, love watching live shows like this. You're all so clever and talented. Ah, thank you so much. Well, I'm cheating today actually. I'm not creating my own today, Navon. I'm using the kits. Not that it's cheating. I shouldn't say cheating because kits are fantastic. I love playing with kits. Super easy and super great for when you need a quick project, and they're beautiful projects too. When you don't want to really have to think about it and everything's already planned out for you. Of course, you can change up the kits yourself if you wanted to as well. You can change them up with some of your other products that you might have at home, but great for new crafters as well that might not have, you know, much in the way of products at this stage. So yeah, they're very versatile. Hi Rose, you're here as well. Sorry I didn't see you jumping on. And Renee's here too. Hi Renee. Glenda's here too. Hi Glenda. Yeah, it's good to have you with us, Glenda. I'm glad you caught me live today. And Jenny's here too. Hey Jenny. Oh, they've got snow down on the mountains in Tassie, Jenny says, but it's a sunny day. Wow, must be getting super cold down there now, Jenny. And Julie said she likes this one. Fantastic. So yeah, so this is for our labels to stamp our sentiments on. So you can see there on the 3 projects where the sentiments are stamped onto the label. So I think we're going to make one of those ones today because this one's my favorite one so far. Okay, so that is all of that kit. And let me just go on to the 3rd kit to show you what's in that one, and then we'll get creating. So the 3rd kit that I have is for the guys card kit. Isn't that awesome? We have a kit for the men in our lives. Isn't that fantastic? So we actually have some masculine cards here in this one, which is perfect. Now, even though it says for the guys, I think that these could be for anyone that loves nature, not necessarily just the guys, because I've got friends and family who love nature and I know would love these cards. But let's have a look at the brochure that comes with it first, or the instructions that come with it. Look, it even says on the inside, kits are for everyone. See more kits at stampinup.com, or you can go directly to my online store and see all of the kits there. All right, so we've got 3 projects again. No, actually, we've got 2 projects in this one. So we've got 2 projects, and let me just check. I think there are 4 of each. Is that right? Let me check on the back, the contents. Is it 4 or 5? Might be 5. I'll have to count them when we have a look through the kit. But you've got the 2 projects in here, so it shows you here what you're going to need for each of the projects. So you'll know which items to pull out of the kit to put together whichever project you're making. You love the gumboots too, Rose. Aren't they adorable? They're my favorite. They're so cute. And then you've got the instructions here showing you how to put together this one. These ones have got a few extra steps as well. The instructions go over 2 sheets for these 2 cards. So you've got, this is the first one here. So all of those instructions are for the first card. And then the second card is down here on this sheet. So this one's got a few added steps here. Not difficult at all because you just follow the steps, but just a little bit more detailed than the non-stamping kits. Again, you've got the measurements, you've got the inches measurements and the centimeter measurements along the edge there. So if you're measuring twine and things like that from the kit, you don't have to get your ruler out because your measurements are right there for you. So there's the contents of the kit. I'm just holding that up closer to the camera so you can see that a bit better. So there's lots of products there in that kit. And our coordinating colours for this one are crumb cake, grey granite, mint macaron, mossy meadow, Sahara sand and soft sea foam. So let's have a look at what's in the kit. Oops, just trying to get that out. First of all, we've got our ink and our block. I'm just going to tip the box over. There we go. Was having trouble lifting that out of there then. All right, so there's all our bits and pieces. So we've got another block, which is awesome. So I've now got 2 of the D size blocks, which is super cool. This one has a mossy meadow Stampin' Spot. I love mossy meadow. It's one of my favorite greens to use actually. We've got a really large sheet of Stampin' Dimensionals for this one. This is a larger sheet than the other one. We've got our adhesive dots again, a double-sided adhesive. So let's pop all of that back in the box. We've got our stamp set, and let me just hold the stamp set on the back of one of the envelopes so you can see it. This stamp set has got a lot of words on there, and we've got some sun rays there as well. So this has got happy to you, Father's Day, birthday, anniversary. I'm always looking for an anniversary stamp. So now I have one, which is perfect. Thank you, Dad. And then, so that's more of a cursive font. And then you've got like more of a straight font. We've got dad, nephew, son, brother, uncle, grandpa, friend, and then grandson. I love you for all you do. And did I say sun as well? So isn't that super cool? These stamps will be great to use afterwards on as well on all of those masculine cards. So even once you've created all of these projects, you'll be able to use these sentiments on your other male related or masculine projects. How cool is that? Always great to have some masculine stamps. So that's super cool. Tina Marie says she adores the tree lake one. This one for the guys card kit, Tina Marie. She thinks that she might need to make this one for herself. Oh, she likes this one. Yeah, it's really beautiful. All right, let's have a look at the envelopes first because they are on top. So we've got these two beautiful envelopes. Oh, I love this one. I love this color. This is like, what is it like? Mint macaron, or is it, yeah, or soft succulent? No, I think it's mint macaron. I think it said mint macaron in this color, in this one, didn't it? Say, yeah, mint macaron. Mint macaron, and with that wood finish on the inside. Doesn't that look awesome? Love that. And this one's very masculine looking too, isn't it? Yeah, Glenda just said she loves the inside of the envelopes too. They look fantastic, don't they? Oops. And that one must be Sahara Sand. So there's our envelopes. Now let's find our card bases. They'll be down at the bottom. Oh, I've got my bit of cardboard there. All right, so we've got all of our card bases. Now let's have a look at any of these pre-printed. No, I think these are all plain, and we add all of our bits and pieces onto them. Yeah, okay, so these aren't white, these ones. These are sort of like, I'm not sure what kind of a color you would say that was. It's not quite Sahara Sand. It's not quite crumb cake. It's sort of like a really nice neutral color, almost like a gray tone. A grey brown tone, or browny grey tone. Probably more grey than anything. Yeah, really nice neutral colour. Then we've got some of our little card fronts for one of the projects. So these are super cool. When I first saw these in the kit, I thought, oh, they look like they're little mini gift tags or something, but they're actually not. They're for the front of the card. They're for the decorative part. Yeah, it's for this one here. But I guess if you wanted to, you could always cut them in half, and you could perhaps even separate them on there. You could cut each one in half and make like graduating panels. You could do all sorts of things. But of course, if you want to make it up exactly like the kit, then you've got the instructions there to do that too. So versatile. You can do so much with these kits. So we've got 5 of those. There we go. Is it 5? Yes. So there's 5 of each one of these cards. Yep, so a total of 10 cards in this kit, which is super awesome. Then you've got, they're all the label. Okay, so then you've got your shields for this card as well, and they just pop out. They've got a beautiful silver border around them. Then you just pop those out. You do a bit of stamping onto these ones first, and then you pop them out. Then you've got, what else is for that one? The sentiment label here. And these ones are scored at the edge. So you fold them on those edges, or on those score lines there. You probably can't see them on camera, but it creates a banner that actually sits up. I'll take one out and I'll show you. And the brown ones are the same. The brown ones are for the other card. They're crumb cake. So you fold them, let's see, we've got 2. So you fold that one like that, and then that one back the other way. I'm trying to do that carefully, like so. Yep, and let's do this one as well, and I'll show you what I mean. So, yeah, these are pre-scored, so you don't even need to score them yourself. They're already done. And see how it gives you, whoops, I didn't do that one very well. Hang on, let me just score that. I'll just press it down onto the desk to get it to sit flat. There we go. And let's do this one again too. We'll get that to sit nice and flat. There. So when you put it onto your card, it sort of sits up at the side. So you've got like that actual banner shape. Isn't that cool? Love that. We used to have a die like that, actually. I don't think it's around now. So yeah, so that's great. Tina Marie said the most beautiful envelopes that she's ever seen. Definitely getting this kit. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you like this one, Tina Marie. Oops, that's the cardboard there. All right, and then we've got our other labels for the other card. And then we've got our trees, which again just pop out. These ones look a little bit more delicate because there's a lot of detail in these ones. They're very fine, so just be very careful taking these ones out. In fact, I think it might be best to take the straight edge out first. Take out the straight edges first and then very carefully remove the top section. And there you've got your trees. And then you've got your lake and your mountains. So there's 5 sheets of that as well. Beautiful. I actually love this one more now that I've opened up the kit and had a proper look at it. Isn't that lovely? So beautiful. So there you go. So there, that is that kit as well. Oh, excuse my puppy dog barking in the background. Somebody must be coming home or walking past or something. She's a bit of a little woofer, this one. She's a good little guard dog. We don't really need a doorbell because she always lets us know when somebody's around. All right, so that is that kit as well. So how about we make some of these cards? What do you think? Would you like to see me make some of these? Alrighty. I think to get started, we might just make one of, or perhaps, how are we going for time? Oh yeah, we've got a bit of time. So we might even have time to make one of each of the kits. Or not one of each of the cards in the kit, but one from each of the kits. So I think for this one, I want to make, this is one of the non-stamping kits. So I think of these ones, I would like to make the butterfly one. Let's make the butterfly one. We'll see how quick and easy this one is. All right, so let's see. We'll open up our butterfly kit and it shows me, well, this one actually shows me down here what I need. So I need an envelope. I wonder which envelope I will use. This one's got the 3, oh, obviously, well, they all have butterflies, don't they? 2 of them have butterflies. So this one, it shows me on the front, this one goes with the green envelope. Although it doesn't really matter. I guess you could use whichever one because it would go with any of them. But I'll use the green butterfly envelope. We'll get out our bling and our adhesive. Now, even though it comes with adhesive and dimensionals, I'm instead actually going to use my own. All right, because I like to pop these aside and give them away as gifts because I've got plenty of my own. But if you don't have them, certainly use the ones that come in your kit. Okay, and then we need our label here. So we'll grab the labels and we need our card base. There we go. It's right at the bottom. I put that one right down the bottom, didn't I? Oh, Tina's loving today's live. Fantastic. That's great. Okay, so let's grab one of these card bases and our overlay. There we go. Whoops. Pop all the other bits and pieces back into the box so that we don't lose them. All right, now remember this is a non-stamping kit, okay? So we don't need any ink for this one, and I'll pop my envelope over to the side. All right, let's open up and have a look at the instructions. So pretty easy. We're just going to adhere using dimensionals. So it shows me, let me hold this up closer to the, actually I'll fold it over and I'll hold it up closer to the camera. So see how it shows you it's got dimensionals on the 4 corners. So they're not glue dots, they're actually it's actually showing the hexagon shape. Can you see that there? the hexagon shape of the dimensionals. So that's showing me to use the dimensionals in the corners, and that will just lift those butterflies up off the front, and the same with the sentiment label as well. Okay, so first of all, let's fold our card base in half. All right, now I have a bone folder that I like to use to burnish the edges of my cards on that fold line. That just helps them to sit down a bit flatter. If you don't have one, that's fine. If you have a block, you can run a block along the edge, or you can just use your fingernail and just run your fingernail along the edge as well. Okay. The butterflies are going to go, oh, there's a little bit of an extra piece there. Oh no, this one's actually torn. Ah, I must have done that when I got that out of the box. Hang on a minute. Let me get one of the other ones. I think I damaged that one. That one's going to need a bit of repair. I did that when I was getting that out of the box. I wasn't careful enough. So just make sure when you're taking them out that they're not stuck together and that you remove them carefully. There we go. That's all right. I can repair the other one with a bit of glue. All right, so I'm just going to turn that over upside down, and I'll bring in my Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, which type did this one have? Did it have the minis? Yeah, this one had the minis. So let's use the minis. You can just take the dimensionals off and just pop them on the reverse side there, up in the corners. So you can just do that with your fingers, or if you have a tool, if you have a pokey tool of some sort, or you have one of these take your pick tools, you can just use your take your pick tool to pick them up, and that's great too. Then you just remove the backing from those. Oh, someone's here now by the sounds of it. Our little puppy's going off her head. I apologize for all the barking. And then you just center that in on your card front. So let's see if we can get it straight today. Oh, it's not too bad actually. There we go. So we have that popping up off the base. So that is, Megan's asking, is that a card or a note card size? This is a standard card size. I think it might be an American size card, Megan. So they're a little bit, let me just measure. Oh, I don't like that ruler. Let me grab my other one. I'll just measure this one. I'll tell you. It's just under 14 centimeters. So it's about 13.9 centimeters by 10.7. So that is an American card size. Yeah, so it's full size card, but in American measurements. So some of them might be in American measurements and some might be in the metric, which is imperial measurements, and some might be in metric measurements in the different kits. Okay, this one is in imperial. Tina Marie said she's just protecting her people. Yes, that's our little Callie. She is. She's very protective of us. And Robin said it's great to see all the contents this way. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad that that you're enjoying seeing everything that's in the kit, Robin. That's great. Okay, now we need our sentiment. So we're going to use one of these sentiments. Now we want to find the English. Here we go. You're on my mind and in my heart. Isn't that a beautiful sentiment? So we'll just pop that out carefully. Now on the end of the sentiment, there's little dots. You can poke those little dots out if you've got a sharp pokey tool. You just pop them out. So I use my take your pick tool just to pop those little dots out of the end there. Oop. Stabbing my finger this way. I do have my Stampin' Pierce mat. Let's see if I can, that might make it a bit easier to pop them out so I don't stab my finger. Oh, no, that one's still a bit stuck, and that one doesn't want to come out either. Come on, off you come. There we go. It's just a little bit stuck. There we go. So there's our sentiment, and we're just going to pop some dimensionals onto the back of that one as well. So we just need one on either end, as is shown in the instructions. Okay. And then on our instructions, I'll just show you. So I've just done that step. So that's step 2. And then step 3, and then step 2 is just to pop them there, or pop the sentiment down there. And then we're going to add our bling. That's in step 3. So step 2, we're just going to pop this down the bottom here, just overlapping that butterfly there a little bit. Oops, I didn't put that straight. Make sure you get it straight. There we go. And then we've got our gorgeous bling. So let's open that, and we've got 2 large and 3 small it's showing us to use. Now you want to use, I suggest that you use the number that they show you in the brochure, because you want to make sure that you've got enough to use for all of the projects. Okay, so this is 2 large and 3 small. So let's start up here, and I think they've pretty much just got them placed down randomly. You can pop them wherever you like. I'm just copying what the imagery is showing me. One down here, and then it's saying pop another one down. Oh, it's saying down here, but I think I've put my label a little bit lower than what they had theirs, so I might pop this one over here. And there we go. There we have our first project. See how quick and easy they are to put together? Aren't they great? Really, really easy. All right, I'm going to pop my bling back in the packet so that I don't lose them, and I want to protect them, that they don't come off the, let's see if I can unstick it from myself. I just don't want them to come off the backing sheet. There we go. Pop them in that way, that's better. Okay, so that's our first one, and then we've got our beautiful coordinating envelope to go with it. Isn't that gorgeous? Such a beautiful, quick and easy project to put together. This kit, this whole kit is only $21, and you get 9 projects. So work that out, and that works out to be very cheap, very reasonably priced kit. There we go. Let's pop that in the envelope. And we've got our card ready to write on and send. Okay, so let's pop that kit away, and we'll get out one of the other stamping kits. They're probably going to take a little bit longer to put together. All right, I'll pop that one away in the box. So that's the Notes of Cheer card kit. All right, next one. Oops, dropping things over here. Next one is our No Matter the Weather card kit. This one has 9 projects in it. I like the little rabbit. I like the little bunny one. I think the little bunny's really cute. I think we're going to do a bunny. So this one has got 2 cards that are your traditional portrait style, and 1 card that is your landscape style or landscape orientation. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. You've got different orientations there for the cards. Okay, now again, I'm going to set aside my block and my ink this time too. I like to keep my ink spots aside because I've got all of the colors of ink, so I can use, oh, there you go, Tina Marie just calculated that for me. That card kit that we just did, is it this one? I don't know which one I just put down now. No, it's the other one. The non-stamping card kits with your 9 projects, they work out at $2.30 for a card and envelope. So that is super cheap, and it's a handmade card. And I don't think you can ever beat a handmade card. I think people appreciate them so much more, and they're so much more beautiful to know that somebody has gone to all the trouble and the love to make you a handmade card. So yeah, so I'm going to supplement with my basic grey ink pad and also my own D block. Okay. So, because I have those here. Okay, the dimensionals I might need to use because I've nearly finished my sheet of dimensionals and they're the same size as those ones, so I might use those ones. But I'll be using the stamp set and the twine and the bling. And which one did I say? The one with the bunny. All right, let's have a look and see what we need. So that's all our contents on the back. Let's see what we need for our little bunny card. Here it is down here. It shows me down here all the items that I need for my bunny card. All right, so I need a card base. So let's pull out one of the card bases. There we go. I need an envelope. Oh, which envelope goes with that one? Let's have a look on the front. The, is it papaya? What color is that? Let's have a look. Calypso Coral. Calypso Coral envelope. It's a very pale shade of Calypso Coral. In fact, to me, it looks like Petal Pink. Is Petal Pink in this one? Did I say Petal Pink before? This one looks more like Petal Pink to me. Let's have a look. Balmy Blue, Basic Grey, Calypso Coral, Grey Granite, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink. Oh, there you go. It is Petal Pink. I thought it looked a bit more like Petal Pink. So we've got our Petal Pink. What else do we need? We need our card front, which looks like that. So it's the sky and the grey ground. So we'll get that one out. Then we need our boots with the daffodils coming out of them. And we need our little bunny and we need a heart. Oh, there's lots of hearts on here. So, and they're all the same size. So we can just pick out one of those. And a little bunny. Cute little bunny. Isn't he cute? He or she. Little bunny. Okay, so pop those to the side. Oops, and that one too. And then our sentiment label, which is this one. Now, with the sentiment labels with the kits, I usually like to stamp on them while they are still within the background sheet because it helps to hold them in place. So I won't punch that out just yet because I'll stamp on that from the sheet. We're going to use the stamp set Let It Grow and the soil looking one. Now with these stamps, like any other photopolymer stamps, when you first get them, make sure you clean them before you use them because they do tend to come with a little bit of residue from the manufacturing, and sometimes the ink doesn't like to adhere to it really well when you first get them. So just be sure to clean them before you use them. Now another tip too, I'll just put my mini grid paper down. You might have scrap paper that you can use if you don't have the grid paper. But with your photopolymer stamps, because they are quite flexible, they can actually bend as you're putting them on your block. So the best way to avoid that is to pop them face down, so as if you're going to stamp them, down onto a piece of paper where they can sort of move around. They're not going to stick, so you don't want to do this onto like a sticky sort of surface. So just let it relax into its natural form onto the paper, and then you can take your block to the stamp and pick it up. Okay, and then you'll know that it's in its correct shape. All right, the other one that we're going to use, now I've got a couple of blocks here, but of course, if you're using the one from the kit, just change your stamp as you need to, but I've got multiple blocks, so I can do it this way. We need the soil one as well. So I'll just take that one off there. I'll do the same thing. I'll put it down, just let it relax, and then pick it up with my block. Okay, so we're going to give those a bit of a clean before we use them. I'll do that in a moment. Now it's also showing me that we're going to be using some of the twine. Now I'm just trying to work out, here it is, here. It tells us, Let me see where. Okay, so within the instructions of your card, we're doing this one up here. It tells you here at the side how long to cut your twine. Okay, so this one is saying 11 inches or 27.9 centimeters. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it shows you here, okay, how much to cut your twine. And it shows you for each of the projects within the project sheet, how long to cut your twine, because each measurement is going to be a bit different. Okay, so we're doing this one up here. All right, let's go ahead and cut our twine. And we're also going to be using some of the embellishments, but I'll get them out. Oh yeah, I'll get them out now, otherwise I might forget. So I'll get my twine out and we'll cut that twine. I'll use the measurements on here. So we want 11 inches or 27.9 centimeters. Let's do inches because that's just easier. And we've got the inches measurements here on the bottom of the inches and the centimeter measurements on the bottom of our instruction sheet, which is super cool. I love that. So what do we need? We need 11 inches. So this goes to 9. Wait, let me just check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay. So it goes to 9 inches right to the end there. And I'll take that back here. So that's 9. And then we want another 2. Okay, so it's about there. That's one other thing that you will need for your kids is you'll need a pair of scissors or paper snips. The Stampin' Up paper snips are a great pair of snips. They're well worth purchasing. They're a nice short bladed scissor. Sorry, I went blank. And they're really, really sharp, and they've got a nice pointed end as well, which is great if you're fussy cutting and things like that. Really nice to hold, and they do come with a little cover on them to protect them as well for if you're traveling, or I keep mine on there all the time when I'm not using them actually, just to protect my blades. But they are super sharp, so just be careful. Okay, so we've got our twine cut and ready to go, and I just put a knot in that. That's okay, I'll deal with that later. All right, so we've got our twine ready to go. All right, so now basically what we're going to do is we're just going to follow the instructions step by step. So I'm just going to pop them over to the side. And it's showing me, okay, we need to clean our stamps first. I like to use my Stampin' Chamois to clean my stamps, and I like to give them a really good clean before I use them for the first time. And sometimes what I even do is when I go to use them the first time, if they don't look like they're holding the ink very well, I'll ink them up really, really well. I'll stamp them a few times onto scrap paper, and then of course I will then just clean it again. Yeah. Sorry, I said of course because I was reading Tina Marie's messages. I went to clean that. She said, of course you know your colours. You are awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, hi Fee. Fee's here too. And she said, cute bunny. Yes, it's very cute. All right, so we give that a good scrub. Megan says she likes the blocks that come in the kits. Yeah, they're really great, aren't they? Really great blocks. All right, I'm going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat. I'll just remove those little, they were the little holes that came out of the label of the first card. I'm going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat because I do find that my stamps do stamp better. My photopolymer stamps do stamp better with that cushioning underneath them. So if you don't have one, that's okay. I just like to use it because I find that it, for me, it just works better. All right, so the first instructions it is showing me is to stamp some of the soil looking one or the splash looking one onto that grey section at the bottom there. So let's just give this, I'm just going to test it first before I ink it up. And as I said, I'm not using the ink spot, I'm using my basic grey ink pad. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Okay. So we're just going to randomly stamp some of these onto here. And you can sort of turn your block a bit or do what I did so that it ends up a little bit more random rather than, you know, 2 exact same strips. Okay. So that's that part done. Actually, we'll leave this out because we're going to use that for the sentiment shortly. And I'll just give this one a little clean back on my chamois. Okay, and all right, so it's saying to do that, and then it's showing me to put the boots and the rabbit onto this panel and the heart as well. So it's showing me to just don't want to get ink on that. Let me turn that over. So I've got to put my dimensionals onto the back of that one and that one, and the heart is going to be adhered flat. So that one's going to have a little bit of adhesive on it. So I've got my large dimensionals for this one. I'll just use up my already started pack first. All right, so for the boots, just before you start, there is a section here in the middle that just needs to be removed. Okay, so then you separate the 2 boots. So just make sure you do that before you put the adhesive on them. And so we're just going to pop one up there, one over there, and there, and down at the toes as well. So they'll be nice and secure. All right, I'm going to use that other sheet that came with the kit now because I've just finished off mine. So for the bunny is going to have a dimensional just at the top of the head there. And he's going to overlap the boots a little bit where his bottom is. So I'm just going to pop another dimensional down here. But I'm not putting it too close to his bottom because his little bottom is going to overlap, or his little tail is going to overlap the boots when we go to put the boots down. Okay, and then the heart just has one of the little adhesive dots behind it. So instead, I'm going to use a glue dot. There we go. Okay. So we've got all of the adhesives there, and then let's just pop this all down here now so you can see that a bit better. All right, I'm just going to hold that on my finger for a moment. So we'll just remove the backings from all of those dimensionals. And we're going to pop the boots up here. So they're sort of over to the right side a little bit so that we can fit the little bunny over here as well with the heart. And they're sort of down on the grey section a little bit there too. All right, and then we'll remove the backings off those dimensionals from our bunny. And we'll pop our little bunny down here with his little bottom just overlapping the boot there. And then the little heart is going to pop up above the bunny. There we go, cute. Very cute. All right, so now we're going to stamp our sentiment. Now I want to test that sentiment stamp first just to make sure that it is stamping nicely. Let's see. Oh, that's great. That's good. See, it pays to give it a clean before you stamp with it. All right. So I'm going to stamp onto one of these petal pink labels here. And it says, "Let Love Grow." So ink that up really well. And just stamp that in the middle. There we go. Beautiful. Now we can close our ink pad. that a little clean. Okay, and now we can carefully just pop that out, just being careful not to smudge that ink. If you've got time, you can let your ink dry a little bit. I obviously don't have that time because I'm filming, so I need to do mine straight away. Okay, and then we're having dimensionals onto the back of that. So let's flip that over and we're going to pop 3 dimensionals. Let's pop 1 in the middle and 1 each end. Now, of course, on any of these pieces, if you have your own dimensionals or your own adhesive, you can add your own adhesive or your own dimensionals if you don't feel like the instructions have enough. I always like lots of dimensionals. This one's actually pretty good. It's showing to use a lot, so I like that. And then our sentiment is just going to go down here. Now, what's it saying with the twine? It's saying to put the twine in after this, so we must be going to slip that in with a glue dot. All right, so then this just goes down here in the middle. Is that in the middle? That's in the middle. Not straight, but it's in the middle. There we go. Actually, I might pop it down a little bit lower if I can lift that back up. Can I get that back up? Yes, because I didn't push it down too hard yet. Put it a bit more down towards the bottom. There we go. Okay, good. And then the twine, it's saying to loop the twine. We're just kind of looping it like that and like that. So not actually tying it in a bow, and it's saying to just slip it under the edge here. So I'm just going to fiddle with that for a moment to get that. That looks really long. Do you know what? I'm going to tie mine in a bow. I'm looking at the instructions. I've got the instructions here beside me. It's showing just to sort of loop it. But I'm actually going to try tying mine in a bow because we've got plenty of length here to tie in a bow. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I've actually got heaps because look, now I've got a really big bow. There we go. And then we can slip that in under there. And then we can trim that down. I might make it even a little bit smaller because I don't want it to cover up my cute little bunny face. There we go. Make that a bit smaller. This one wants to keep twisting. Stop twisting. Yeah, I'll pop that in under there like that. This one wants to keep twisting up though. That's annoying me. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can untwist it a bit. I think it's the way I've tied it. It's gone all twisty. Do your bows do that when you tie with twine? They go all twisted like that. I should have maybe run it along the bone folder to straighten it out first before I... Oh, there, that's better. It's got to manipulate it a little bit. There, that'll be better. And I'll just slip that under there with a little glue dot. All right, so normally you would, if you're using all the kit component, you'd be using one of the little adhesive dots from the kit. I'm just going to slip a little glue dot under the edge there. Just slipping it under there. And then slip that little bow in under there. Give that a little push and that will adhere to that glue dot. There we go. Slip it under there. And then you can always trim the ends of your twine. Like so. There we go. That's cute. That's going to be such a cute card. I love it. Okay, now it's saying to put the bling. It's telling us to adhere it to the card base last, which normally if I was doing this, I would probably adhere this to the card base first and then put all of the other stuff on top. But that's not what the instructions are telling us. So we're going with the instructions today. Okay, so we want the little circles. Is that the right? Just checking. Yep. Where was that other image that I had before? Oh, here. Yes. So you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the little epoxy dots, not the teardrops for this one, just the dots. So I am going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick these up because these are slippery little things to pick up. So of course, if you've got tweezers or something like that, you could use that to pick these up, or just slide them off with your fingernail and then catch them with something that you can pick them up with. And then we're just popping these down so that they look like little raindrops or little splashes of water. They're really nice. These are actually lovely. They're not very bulky, these little epoxy drops. They're really lovely. I'll pop some up here. Yeah, they just look like little drops of water on your card. Pick that one up, pop that down there. One more. Oh, there we go. And where does this one go? They're saying put this one up here. Okay. Pop that back in the box. Actually, I need to pop that back in this packet. This is the packet it came out of because I don't want to lose them in the box, and I don't want them coming off either onto and sticking to anything they shouldn't. All right, and then it's saying to fold our card base. So when you're folding the card bases, because they're already pre-scored, I should have mentioned this before. So you have a valley fold where the score line goes down, dips down into the cardstock. That's your valley fold. And then the other side will be your mountain fold where it sits up out of the card. You want to fold it so that your mountain fold, the one that sits up, is on the inside, okay? And that's just so that your cardstock doesn't split down the side. If you tried to fold it the other way, it can cause the cardstock to crack on the edges, just because of the way that the fibers are broken down in the cardstock when you score it. All right, and then it's telling us to adhere this to the front with our little glue dots, or I'm actually going to use some Stampin' Seal Plus that I have here. I better not do that on top of my. So it says just to use the glue dots in the corners. I like to use extra adhesive to make sure that my pieces on my front adhere really well. And then that just goes down in the center. So just lining that up. There looks like there is a bit more border top and bottom than to the left and right side, but that's okay. There we go. Press that down. And there we have our cute little card. Isn't that adorable? I love that. That's so cool. And again, that looks like an American imperial size. So it is, yeah, it is. So it's 10.7 by, is this the one I measured before? I can't remember, or was it the other one? By 14 or 13.9. Yep, so that's an American size or imperial size card base. There we go. Megan likes this kit. It's really cute, isn't it? And Amanda says she loves this card too. Glenda says very cute cards. Yeah, they're really adorable, aren't they? I love these gumboots, and this little bunny is just so adorable. There we go. So that's one of the cards out of that kit. That's the No Matter the Weather card kit. Available tomorrow, 1st of June, 2021. Okay. Let's go on. How are we going for time? Oh, it's getting quite late. Well, not that one. We've done that one. We've done that one. And this one. Okay. I reckon we could very quickly do one of these ones. All right. So this one shows us at the top here. So this one uses Mossy Meadow. I've got a full pad of Mossy Meadow, so I'm going to use that one. And it comes with a block. I'm going to use my block that I already have. Comes with your adhesives again, as I showed you earlier, and the stamps, the envelopes. All right, so envelopes, I think that one, for that one, yep. So we're using that envelope. We're going to do this one. So I already took out one of the trees earlier, so I'll use that one. Now we need one of each of these. So we basically need a whole sheet of these. So we've got the different mountain ranges and we've got the water. So we just take those out. These pop out really easily actually, these ones. This one is beautiful mint macaron. There we go. Oh, look, we've got another piece for Callie to play with. She loves playing with these pieces that have the die cuts out of them. What else do we need for this one? We need one of the card bases. So let's grab one of those. Actually, these card bases, I'm just wondering if they're soft sea foam. Are they supposed to be soft sea foam? Is that in this colour range? Let's have a look. Oh, it is too. I think that's the card base, is soft sea foam. I just picked up the green in it when I put it near the other greens. It is too, so there you go. And we need one of these labels and we need one of these ones too. Where are these ones now? Did I already pull them out? Yes, I did. One of these ones as well. So I'll take this one out already. Okay, so that's all of our pieces. Okay, so the one I just did, I need to take my stamps back out of the blocks. So I'll just put them back on. They've been cleaned, so I'll put them back on my stamp sheet and keep them with their set so that I can use those blocks for this one. There we go. All right, so that's all of our components. Oh, we need the stamps. So we need, so there's anniversary, happy, and to you. What does it say on the front? Let's have a look. So you've got happy, or you can use whichever sentiments you want. Happy Father's Day, happy anniversary, happy, what else have we got? Happy birthday. Just trying to think, whose birthdays have I got coming up? It's probably birthdays coming up more so than anniversary. We've even got thank you. You could use thank you and just leave off the happy. And we want the sun rays as well. So we'll put the, actually that one doesn't show me. Interesting. It doesn't show me on this one that you can, that to use the sun rays, but on the front it's actually got them there. So you can actually use them on there if you wish to. So I'm going to use them. So take them off, stick them on my block. And then, just wondering which sentiment I will use. I'll use the happy birthday. I'll do happy birthday. Happy and birthday. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you could use any of those sentiments for this one. Oh, actually, you could use thank you for all you do. I wonder if that would fit. Thank you for all you do. That would fit too. No, I'll do happy birthday for this one. But yeah, you can do a mixture of any of those stamps. Anything would work, because you've got lots of choice there. That's the hardest thing sometimes, is choosing which one to use. All right, so I'm going to just pop down my stamps again. So it's my birthday and my happy. So let's see, I'll put my birthday there. I'll put my happy. I'm going to flip my block over and put my happy on the other side of my block. And with my sun rays, I'm going to put my sun rays down here. So I'm utilizing the different parts of the one block to use 3 different stamps. So I've got 2 on this side, 1 on that side. You just have to be careful when you ink up each one that you don't get ink on the other one, so that you're being careful when you set it down. Okay, or you can use different blocks if you have different blocks. Okay, all right, so we'll give those a clean so they're ready to use. So I've got 2 on that side, so I'll give both of those a bit of a scrub and a clean before we use them. And the birthday, dry them off onto your paper. There we go. Right, they're ready to go. Okay, let's go to our instructions. It's the one down here, so I'll fold that so that you can all see it. Okay, so we need to put together, let me get this all organized and a bit neater and tidier over here to the side. Okay, so the first things first is we're going to put together our layers of our mountains and trees. So it's showing us, let me move this over a little bit. We've got our large one. So this is showing the reverse side where we're going to put our adhesive. So I'm just putting them down right side round first, like that. So they're going to go like that. Okay. So I'm wanting to make sure, and they've got a finished image down here, so you can always refer to the finished image if you need to as well. So it's showing me with the glue dots. I'm going to use a little bit of, I might actually use my seal, my Stampin' Seal, and flip that over. And it's showing us how to put that on our card front. Okay, so we need to fold our card front first. So fold that in half. I'll burnish that. All right, and I'm just going to double check before I stick anything because I haven't made this before and I just want to make sure that I do it right. So I think that one goes on there, then that one goes on top, then that one on top, then that one on top. So I think we're just layering them all on top of each other like so. Yep, and that builds it up. That looks so cool. I love that. All right, so yeah, so we just want some adhesive on each one of those. So I will just use a little bit of adhesive. I'm going to bring in my my silicone craft sheet so that I can lay that adhesive down without getting it on my tabletop. Oops. Oh, it's getting a bit sticky on here because I haven't cleaned it for a little while. Do you know that you need to give these a bit of a clean every so often? Otherwise the glue starts to stick to the case. And I haven't cleaned mine for a little while, so it's getting a bit sticky. Okay, let's see if we can get this going. Come on. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to put down a few little bits of adhesive here and there. All right. Oh, now it's really sticky. It's sticking to my fingers. Okay, so then we're just going to line this up to the base of the card and line it up side to side. There we go, super easy. That's the first layer. Then we'll do the same with the second layer. Oh, hey Judy, I didn't even realize you were here. Oh, you said to use the birthday. Oh, there you go. I read your mind. I didn't even see your message. And you've got to go. Oh, you've got dinner guests arriving. No worries. Thank you for joining us for the time that you could. Okay. Oh, Tina's loving this one. She says, oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, and then we'll do this one, and again, just line it up straight over the top of the first one, lining up to the bottom edge and the sides. Then the same with the water. I love the color of this water. It's very beautiful. It's like a real greeny blue. Line that one up along the bottom. There we go. And then our trees. I want to make sure I get lots of adhesive onto my trees. If you had multi-purpose liquid glue, you could use multi-purpose liquid glue to make sure that you get adhesive to the tops of those trees if you were concerned about the tops of the trees. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just line this one up again the same way, down to the bottom and to each side. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? You got that beautiful mountain range with those trees in front. So gorgeous. Okay, so now we need to do, that was step one. So there was a few steps in step one. Now for step two, we are going to stamp our anniversary onto our little label, onto our crumb cake label, and the happy, and we're going to, oh, well, we can use the rays like it showed on the front. Well, this one's got to you. Well, actually, yes, we could do that. Let's do to you instead of, we'll take those little sun rays off and we'll use the to you stamp. Because that probably flows better, doesn't it? Or, I mean, happy birthday on its own is fine. But let's add the to you on there. All right, I've got another block here, so I'm just going to quickly, actually, let me do it this way. Let's quickly do that. Get that on here. Now, just reminding you all that I'm going to be holding kit nights where we can just hang out together and make our kits. So for anyone that purchases their kits with me through my online store, it'll be kind of like a class, but it's more of an informal gathering. And we'll be enjoying putting our kits together via Zoom once a month on a Friday night. So look out for the event for that, because I'll be posting that really soon. Actually, I'll probably be posting that tomorrow when the kits go live. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these sentiments, and that is going to be the birthday. Birthday is going to go on that one. I'm using the Mossy Meadow ink. So I'm just inking up that. I'm just going to test that first. Yep, beautiful. Stamp that just in the middle there. Beautiful. Good. And then with our little label here, I'm going to flip this over and stamp the happy. Just test that first. Yep, good. Stamp the happy at the top. There we go. And then I've got the to you. That's it. Good. To you down here. So I've made sure I've left enough room in the center to run the banner across there. I'll pop this out of the backing sheet. And I'm going to fold that like I did before, like I showed you, fold it that way and then back the other way on those score lines. And the same with this side, fold it on the silver line and then back again on that score line. So it's kind of folding back on itself like that. There you go, and that's going to go across the center there. Okay, so we've got those all stamped. It's showing us here how to fold the banner. So we've done all the stamping on step 2. It's showing us how to fold the banner here, and then it's showing us to pop all of this up with dimensionals. Okay, so we'll do that. So we'll turn this over and we'll add some dimensionals to the back there. One, two, three, 4. Now with the label, actually let me just move this away. With the label, just pop your dimensionals there in the middle, not on those little bannered edges, because they're going to just stay loose. So you just want to put your dimensionals in the center there. Okay, and then this is just going to go at the top, so we'll remove those backings. We're going to pop this somewhere up here in the middle. You can pop it up as high as you like or down towards your mountains, depending on where you'd like to have it. Does that looks about in the middle. And then we'll remove the backings from our banner, and this one is just going to sit across the center there. So that's dimensionalized onto the center, and then you can just pull your little ends out a little bit, and there you go. There is our finished card, our finished mountain card. Where's the front? There we go. See? There's our card. These ones don't have bling. This one doesn't have bling because it's a masculine card. So we've got the silver in there as the bling. Oh, Tina says, oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I love it. It's really pretty, isn't it? Really, really lovely. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of adhesive underneath those little banner ends if you're concerned about them sitting up. It does add a nice little bit of extra dimension. But if you want to stick them down flat, you could just add a little bit of liquid glue or a bit of adhesive underneath the ends there to those ones. And then that goes with the beautiful envelope. So there we go. There's 3 of our beautiful kits. Remember to watch out for our my event that will be to do with kits, and that'll be ongoing. That'll be something that I'll be running each month, and it's just a gathering to just get together and just put together our kits, whichever kit you have purchased. It'll just be really fun time to just hang out together and make some beautiful cards with our kits. So look out for that. Okay. All right, so let me just pull out all the ones that we made today. Oh, I didn't mention the price of the stamping kits. So the price of the stamping kits are $33, and the pricing of the non-stamping kits was $21. So very, very affordable. I think they're great value because you get with the stamping kits, you get your stamps, the ink spot, and your block as well, which you can use again and again. So I think it's really great value. So there's our 3 cards that we created with our kits. There we go. So I hope you really enjoyed seeing how they all go together and how easy they are to put together, but how beautiful they are when they're completed. Okay. Oh, you love these? That's great, Rose. I'm glad you like them. All right. So I will flip the camera back up so that I can say goodbye to you, and then we will finish up. So just bear with me for a moment and I'll cover up the camera while I just flip. Sorry, it's a little bit clunky and noisy while I readjust everything. Not sure if I flipped that one up the right way or not. We're going to find out in a moment as soon as I take that tape off. Let's see. Oh, I did. There we go. I wasn't sure if I had flipped that one over or not. All right, so let me see if I can hold up my 3 cards. I maybe won't hold up the envelopes. I'll just hold up the 3 cards that we created. Oop. It's hard to hold 3 cards. Let's see, which side will they go? This side. I usually hold them that side, don't I? Let's see, can we see them? We're missing this one. There we go. There we go. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, that one wants to fall. It's really hard to hold 3 cards. So I'm glad that you all really liked those. So look out for those kits from tomorrow, the 1st of June. And there'll be other kits as well that are available, not just those ones that I've shown you today. There's a total of 10 kits that are going to be available that you can choose from. So lots and lots of creative inspiration there for you. So I hope you really enjoy them, and I can't wait to see which kits that you do purchase. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Renee. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Rose. I'm glad you all enjoyed that. So I hope you all have a fantastic week. Remember to grab those kits tomorrow. We've got the last chance, the last chance retiring product list coming out for the mini catalog tomorrow. And remember that today is the last day of the Join Plus promotion if you would like to join my team and get $114 worth of product for free in your starter kit when you join. You only pay $169 when you choose $283 worth of product. So if you'd like more information about that, please get in contact with me, and I'd love to have a chat with you and answer any of your questions that you might have. So I will let you all go now, and I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday at 4 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for being with me, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye.